Another day, another time for a off-brand review. Alvarez Puma is the name, and I'm your host for the day. And today we're looking at Joshi Ochi, or translated, girl comes falling from the second floor. Here are the tags up there for everybody, just in case. Because I'm sorry, I forgot to put the tags in the last video. But today it's a vanilla one, so all you guys out there, it's all good. But even though it's more of a comedy than anything to watch, I wouldn't recommend probably whipping your meat out and doing it with your thing in your hand. But it's all good. So today we have our protagonist Aikawa Sosuke. He is a poor as hell some dude who lives in a rundown apartment. And he has this really cute landlord. Her name is Yuki. I'm going off her nickname because I can't quite remember this one, but I'm going based off memory here, guys. Please believe me. But she's nice and timid and shy, and she catches our boy Sosuke over here. He has a thing for her because her presence kind of soothes him. But also he has this really loud neighbor upstairs. So when Sosuke was trying to sleep one day after he got home from work, this girl named, Sanao or something? Uyu or something? Yeah, Unyu. Sorry, beg with me on this one. Unyu, crashes through the roof of his apartment while she was performing for a theater act because she really wanted a theater act. So Aikawa, trying to be a MC protagonist, be a Chad, he tries to help her out because she's currently falling through the roof, but she ends up getting stuck. So Aikawa, like a clumsy boy, catches her, but very wrong. Goodness life. She falls on top of him, and then you know what happens. It's an off-brand. What do you think happens? It's not like they make buttermilk pancakes together. So those two ended up doing it by complete accident because the roof caved in on their apartment. And the subtitles for this off-brand are freaking hilarious. I had more fun watching the subtitles than anything, because good God. Whoever translated this, I give them $100 per funny quote. And I'll be going broke immediately because, God, these ones are funny. I'll throw some up on the screen real quick. But anyway, so they end up doing it, and then the landlord, Yuki, comes in and catches them doing the act. How clumsy, right? It's not like that at all. So Yuki gives Uyu her room. So the landlord, Yuki, stays with Aikawa until the roof is fixed of the second apartment. So he ends up being a creepy boy and just looks at her while Yuki is sleeping. And Yuki has an awful quality trait of having a lot of movement in her sleep. It's not pretty. And the subtitles kick in once again about how hilariously he's trying to control himself. But he's like, Satan, guide my hands. And then ends up, groping her in a not nice way. But it's not good. But it's funny because it's subtitles. Those make up for half of the points, man. It's funny. So Yuki somehow doesn't hate this guy. Don't look at me. I don't know about relationships. What do you think I've been? So Yuki decides to draw a line and put up some rules about her living in his apartment. No crossing this line, and I won't cross this line. So we can't go over to each other's sides. But she has that horrible quality trait of moving in her sleep. But one day, Unyu actually comes in back into the apartment through the hole in the freaking floor, and she asks for a booty call. Imagine that. Now that's funny. So the subtitles kick in once again, saying, "Thank you, Mr. Dick." And it's fucking hilarious. I love this. So they end up doing a quickie and sticky while she's just casually rolling all over them in her sleep. Yuki is doing that, but whatever. And Unyu accidentally leaves her pantsu behind. And Aikawa has to explain to Yuki when they wake up about what happened last night. But it turns out Unyu comes back in the morning to retrieve her undergarments. And Unyu and Aikawa, not Unyu, but Yuki and Aikawa go in the closet to hide from this mess. And Aikawa, like the pervert groper that he is, ends up guiding Satan back into his hands and does the same gropish acts as what happened before. Lovely, isn't it? Gotta leave our protagonist in the creepy bin, but he's just one of the most relatable guys ever sometimes. But anyway, let's move on. So they end up going. So Unyu, Aikawa, and Yuki get some vouchers to go to a hot spring. But at the same time, those the hot spring vouchers they can go to the hot spring. My God, English sucks. I wrote something down. It's right here, but I can't freaking speak because I'm stupid. So they end up getting travel tickets to a hot spring, but coincidentally, the roof repairs also gonna get repaired the same time they go to the hot springs. So they decide to put off the roof repair, and they go to the hot springs together. So the two girls talk about if they like Aikawa, and they're like, "No, we don't like him." But in reality, they both like him for whatever freaking reason, so don't look at me. So those two end up getting in a giant love triangle with Aikawa, who's still just a clueless one night stand kind of guy, which excuse me, I swear to God. But those two end up getting a giant love triangle with Aikawa, and it's gonna be one of those drama like Bold and the Beautiful and like Young and the Restless. Let's go. So Yuki and Aikawa are drunk, and they both decide to go into the bathroom together. And it turns out Yuki's an aggressive drunk. Woo! So she decides to get all assertive and decides to, try to get some with Aikawa. And then she ends up falling asleep, and Unyu catches them. And Unyu starts to get jealous, so she decides to go out in the woods with Aikawa and confess her love to him. But he gives the valid point of, "My bee, it just feels so good inside of you. I don't mean to splooge inside of you." And he's like, "What's up with that?" Goodness Christ. So they decide to be in a scummy relationship together, even though Unyu likes Aikawa, and they decide to just keep crashing and dashing and smacking like a dashin'. And like nothing ever happened. So whatever. So after the hot springs trip, Unyu gets the role for her theater part, which was somehow not labeled in any of her previous episodes besides episode 1, where she ends up crashing through the roof or the floor or whatever. So Unyu invites Aikawa and Yuki to her theater performance, but accidentally realizes she set them up for a date. So those two are in the audience watching Unyu perform, but Yuki gets the smart idea to grab his meat wand in the middle of the performance. Oh, goodness. So he ends up getting a sloppy handy in the audience, while clearly Unyu clearly sees what's going on. And Yuki decides to, "Hey, I only want Aikawa to be eyes for me." And Unyu is basically the same thing as Yuki, but Yuki's more tsundere, I guess. And Unyu is way more forward, but Yuki's way like tsundere. So we'll go with that, I guess. So after that happened, they end up going back to the apartment complex, and they meet Aikawa's friend from like high school or childhood, high school, or college friend. It's one of those. I don't remember her name, but she ends up calling herself Aikawa's fiance or girlfriend or something like that. And Yuki and Unyu pass off Aikawa as being scum, and they hate him. Freaking lovely, right? So Aikawa goes into his room and sulks. And turns out his college, high school, or childhood best friend is in the room next to him. What are the odds? I know it's like an off-brand. But she ends up changing, and there's a peephole in the wall, so he ends up looking at her while she's changing. And then the whole wall collapses. And she's like, oh, you were watching me. I like that. And then she starts to straddle him. But Yuki and Unyu catch them in the act. And they're like, no, you can't have him. He's ours. So all three of them go to the beach together to do like a swimsuit contest to see who Aikawa likes the best. And lo and behold, he does it with all three of them, all separately. Like, goodness Christ. But my favorite part of the beach part is where Aikawa has the awesome subtitles. It took us 9 episodes to get into Yuki because she finally confesses in giant quotation marks. Confesses, quotation marks, I guess, to that she likes him in like the shower. So Yuki and Aikawa bang for the first time, even though Unyu banged like him 12 times. And the college, high school, childhood best friend hasn't done it yet. But Aikawa takes Yuki's virginity in the shower. And all three of them go back to the apartment complex, and Aikawa has a giant harem of 3 girls who all want to get it on with him. Thank you. I can't read. Get it on with him. Because a roof collapsed, the wall broke, and he is a pervert molester. So my main gripe with this series is the banging scenes are like 30 seconds. But the animation and art style is pretty damn good, not gonna lie. And it's really funny. But if you want something to laugh at, look at the subtitles here, man. I recommend it funnily. Like, just for laughs. Don't, like, jerk it and smack it to it.
Just 1, 2, 3 for the shoot. You gave an update to the broken hair soon. That I know that what will become awake on the block to the east. Some more come out of Boston. Black and know what I say to the real.